What's up, man? Who's calling?
What's up, Tariq? This is Elijah from St. Paul, Minnesota.
Hey, what's up, Elijah? What's going on out there in Minnesota, man?
It's cold as hell, but I mean, I guess it's kind of warm today. It's like 35 degrees, so
Shit.
we're doing okay.
My God, man. I bet y'all out there with leg warmers and earmuffs and shit. What's on your mind, though?
Well, it's awful. I'm moving to Austin, Texas, though, in July, so it should get better.
Okay.
But anyway, I don't know if you can fully answer this question, but you're very certified with persuasion. I have a girlfriend, and I took her virginity and everything, so I'm basically a first man. But is there any way I could ever try and convince her to, pull off a threesome or anything? How would you approach that?
Oh, the thing is she down with that already? Did she say she's down with it?
Man, she's kinky as hell. But I don't know if she's totally down with that.
Yeah, that's the thing. See, she has to be down with it. See, you can't have your woman come home and it's you in the bed with a bitch. That's gonna just.
I understand that, but I mean, I haven't really totally. I've kind of brought it up before, and she didn't sound totally down with it. But I mean, I kind of have this girl on lock. I mean, I feel like I can persuade her to do things, and I was just wondering how I could approach her. Saying hey, how about we bring one of your friends into this?
Yeah, see, that's the thing is she has to be down to do it 100% because the woman is going to have to do the recruiting. You dig? Because the other woman you bring in is going to have to really like her. You dig? Because, she's going to have her face all up in her ass. She's going to have to like her a little bit. You dig what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't want to take too much more of your time. I know you're busy, but how would you approach it? What would you say if you were in that position?
Well,
you might have. You've done a lot of stuff in your life.
Yeah, but it really depends on the female. The female has to be down for that. And you got to be like, look, I'm about to bring this broad home and we're going to set it off. Just tell her. And everybody has to be down, though. It can't be like some up in the air. You can't be unsure about it. You got to have your lady down and you got to have the other participant down. You dig? That's number one. You got to have both of them down. If both of them are down, then you go ahead and make it happen. Just say, look, okay, you're going to put your face in the place and say grace and get to eating this pussy. You dig? Anyway, all right, thanks for the call, player.
All right, man. Try stand-up comedy too. You're hilarious.
Man, I try. I do what I do, player. All right, thanks, player. Boy, y'all be trying to get these threesomes going on. Y'all some freaks out here, man. Y'all some goddamn freaks. Man, speaking of funny shit, did y'all see the video of this dude, the white dude and this black dude fighting on the bus, and this white dude beat the brakes off this brother? It's circulating all over the net, and they put it up on UnitedPlayersOfAmerica.com. That's the official website for all the players. You guys can go take a look at the link. And it's real funny. This brother, it was a black man who was about 50 years old. This motherfucker had braids still in 2010, looking like an elderly exhibit. And then you had this old white dude who looked like fucking Popeye. And the white dude was like 67 years old. And they got into a little altercation. And the brother kept popping off at the white dude. So there was some hood rats filming it. And the hood rats were egging the brother on. And I'm like, okay. And the brother looked like he might have been drunk or slow or something. So I'm not to make excuses, but black folks, y'all really got to stop trying to bully and punk motherfuckers out. Because this brother walked up on this white dude. And this white dude looked like he might have been a Navy SEAL or a boxer or something in the day. This white dude beat the brakes off this brother. And my thing is, how are you as a black man going to get your ass whooped by a white dude on Black History Month? That's not a good look, man. That just makes everybody look bad. But the thing is, man, what's funny is that a lot of white supremacists and a lot of racist comments are being put up on YouTube about the situation. Like, yeah, that's what the nigger getting. And yeah, okay, like, calm down. Now a lot of these white supremacy dudes are trying to hold this old guy up as some kind of hero. Don't let this dude get your ass whooped. Don't let him give you the confidence to go out there and think that you're going to run up on some brothers and two-piece them like that. All right, that was just a unique situation. Don't start getting your little Clint Eastwood fantasies popping off. That Gran Torino bullshit that you guys like to fantasize about, walking around beating niggas' asses. No. All right, that's not going to happen. So y'all just tone it down a little bit. And don't make it racial. It's a bully situation. Because black folks, that motherfucker on the bus does not represent none of us, really. No black person is really co-signing the dude. I mean, the dude got his ass whooped, face all bloody. He's on there talking about somebody call an ambulance. So that don't represent none of us. So y'all chill on the racial shit. A white dude got lucky, two-piece the brother. It is what it is. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I digress. Let's see who else is on the phone. What's up? Who's calling, player?
Yes. Mac Lessons Radio Show.
This Mac Lessons Radio Show. Who is this?
It's Chris, man.
Chris, you're going to have to speak up, man. You all shy and shit. Millions of people are listening to you, man. You better represent. Where you from, player?
I'm from Dallas, man. I had to go in the back. That's why I'm at work. I took a step away from my desk.
Oh, okay, man. Look, the people at Walmart, they're not going to worry about that. Just spit your game. Walmart will keep on selling their products. What's on? Where you work at, player?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
All right, what's on your mind, player?
Man. Y'all, I don't work at Walmart, man. I work at Wells Fargo. I know you're going to be in Houston coming up this weekend, and just wanted to show you some love, man. I've been listening to you for a couple of years now.
I respect that. I respect that.
What's the topic for today? I didn't know what the topic was. I saw your Twitter, your tweet, and that's what made me call.
Yeah, man, I'm just chopping up game, man. What's on your... Now, you coming down to Houston, right?
Yeah, I'm about to make it down. My boy, a couple of my boys are down there, and I got family out in Missouri City out there. So, yeah, I'm coming down there to come check it out, man.
Thank you very much. It's going to be nice, man. We're going to have a good time. How was All-Star Weekend, by the way? I know you were up there in Dallas for All-Star.
Man, we had events going on. One of my partners from D.C., and then we had an event going on. This snow down here on Thursday, man. Had a record for snow down here on the Thursday, man. On that Thursday.
Damn.
Never snowed that much in Dallas ever, man. It's perfect timing, right?
I know. That's a trip, man. I think that was nature's way of keeping out some of them hood rats, man. So that was a good thing.
Man,
shit.
Yeah, they were out here.
I can imagine.
They were bopped up.
Yeah, I know. It'd be snowing. It'd still be a hood rat out there in some damn booty shorts popping her ass, trying to get some attention. All right, man. Anyway, thanks for the call, player. Let that brother go back to work. He's at our bank. That brother out there fucking up people's money at Wells Fargo. You better come see me in Houston, though, player. Man, I'm going to take a couple of more calls. What's up? Who's calling? Hello?
Hey, what's going on, Tariq?
What's up? Who's this?
This is Gio, man, from Los Angeles, California. Pimpin', what's good with you,
What's going on, Gio? How you doing, Big Pimpin'?
I'm doing good, man. Just want to reach out to you, man. I've been a fan of yours for a long time, man. I love the way you spit the game to these young brothers and Max out there, man, and telling it how it is, how you dealing with these females, man. Because the thing is, this generation behind has been raised by females, man. They got it twisted on how these women think.
Absolutely. But thanks for the call, man. I appreciate that. All right, we're going to get into some game. You know, I got an email. Got an email from a couple of guys. I want to read the emails off. Because today's theme is really about changing a person or upgrading a person. I got an email from a dude, and this email is very indicative of a lot of emails I get. He said, Tariq, I got this female that I'm trying to holler at, man. She's coming at me with some halfway cooperation. One day, she'll text me like she wants to hook up. Then when I text back, she won't text me back for 3 or 4 days. And when I see her at school, she seems like she's interested and she wants to hook up. And then when I call her up, she's playing phone games. She's not answering the phone. She's not warming up to me as she should. What can I do, Tariq, to really get this woman's mind right? How can I change her and flip her game up so she'll be really into me? How can I change her into the woman I want her to be and to be less flaky? The thing is, man, you have to start accepting people for who they really are. People will let you know exactly who they are when you meet them. And you have a choice to deal with them or not deal with them. You dig what I'm saying? If people have to go out of their way to not be flaky, that's a character flaw. Just let them do what they do. If people have to go out of their way to conform to something you want them to do, just charge them to the game. Let them be who they want to be. That's the problem with relationships, man. A lot of times we want people who are in certain stages that we're not on. Like, you might be in a stage in your life where you want to settle down, and you might meet a woman who's in her attention whore stage, and vice versa. You might meet a woman who might be ready to settle down, and you're in your player stage. Every man goes through a player stage. Most women goes through an attention whore stage. And again, I've talked about this before. The attention whore stage is usually when a woman is in her teens. She's relatively young. She's getting out all her attention whoring. But there are some women who are old attention whores. You got these old 35-year-old broads who go down to All-Star Weekend with their coochie out. So you just have to figure out what stage these people are in when you get with them. You know, I was looking at the show The Bad Girls Club on what network is that, Peanut? Is it Bravo or Oxygen? On Oxygen Network, there's a show, The Bad Girls Club. They got a bunch of little stanks on there that's double dick clutching and getting drunk, going out, acting stupid. They got one girl on there with a banging body, but this big fucking chin. This girl has a chin like her head look like a fucking triangle. I mean, this bitch make a nigga want to do algebra when you see her hair. But the thing is, they got a bunch of attention whores on this show. And a lot of the girls, they have boyfriends. And what these girls do, they go out, they get drunk, they grind on niggas, they bring dudes home, they kissing and licking on everybody, and they fucking this dude, fucking that dude, and then they go whining to their boyfriend, oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to change, I'm doing my best to not be like this, and all that stuff. My thing is this, and a lot of fellas go through situations like this. You got a double dick clutching girlfriend, you got a slut or a stank as a significant other, and they have to try to go out of their way to not be sluttish. A lot of these women have to go out of their way to not be stank. If you have to make a conscious effort to not be stank, go do what you do. It's not even worth changing a person like that. A person should be in a stage in their lives where they don't want to be stank. Stank is not even an option. If stank is on the table, if stank is an option, fellas, you're going to have to charge a female like that. You can't change that. Stank should never be an option. But there's some women who go through that stank stage. They just want to get it out their system. They shouldn't be in a real relationship at the time. Because most dudes don't go for stank. Now, hoeing, you can go for some hoeing, and I'll get on that in a minute. But most dudes just can't go for stank unless he's a real big fucking simp. That makes sense, players? Now, that brings me to another email I got from a brother named D. I'm going to call him D. Now, D sent me an email. He said, Tariq, look, man, I got this girl who used to be in the game real heavy. She was 10 toes down getting her money. Basically, she was hoeing. That's what that means. She was out there hoeing. Now she's a dancer, meaning she's a stripper now, but she still turns tricks every now and then. Now, D goes on to say, I get to hit that ass whenever I feel like it, but not on no trick shit. She's real cool. She says she will do anything for me, but my spit game isn't really on point like that because she's not really trying to let me get in her pockets. I'm trying to get some money out of her and she's not biting. So what should I do, Tariq? How should I handle this situation? Well, number one, there's a whole bunch of numbers here, but let me start off. Number one, you got to keep your dick out of her. See, you have to understand how certain hoes operate. See, this is a classic renegade hoe. Are you guys ready for some good game? Let me give y'all some good damn game today. Okay, this lady is a renegade hoe. A renegade hoe is a hoe who don't really want to abide by the rules of the game. A renegade hoe is a half-ass hoe. And you got to keep your dick out of her. I'll get on that in a minute. But let's go back to the half-ass hoeing. Because the fact that if she used to be a hoe and now she's working up at a strip joint, that means her hoeing was lagging. That means she was not a good hoe. That's a big misconception about hoes. Just because a woman chooses to sell pussy don't mean she's going to be good at it. There's a lot of whack hoes out here. You know, you ever look at these shows like Tyra Banks and Maury, and they got these girls on here. I start prostituting myself because I needed all this money. Okay, just because you prostitute yourself, you ain't making no fucking money. Every hoe ain't gonna make no money. You know, they make it seem like they're just raking in all the dough. You can look at a female and tell by the way she looks and how tight her mouthpiece is if she's getting some money. And truth be told, only a few hoes are really getting some real money. And those are the hoes that's really abiding by the game. Abiding by the rules of the game. See, you have a whole bunch of renegade hoes out here who don't abide by the rules of the game, and you're just half-ass hoeing. You're just half-ass doing it. And they're not being upgraded. That goes back to being upgraded. See, you can't change a hoe. You can only upgrade one. So the situation with D, he has a half-ass hoe who's a renegade, who was whack with her hoeing, and she went back to the strip joint. Now, strip joints, that's the bottom of the totem pole as far as hoes. Now, a lot of girls who are strippers, I've said this before, they don't think they're hoes. But they're the biggest hoes out there because they're out there doing more sexual contact than anybody. And 99.9% of them turn tricks too. So, a lot of strippers who work in these strip joints, they're low-level hoes. You dig what I'm saying? They are low-level hoes. And the chick that D is dealing with is a low-level renegade hoe. And because she doesn't want to abide by the rules of the game, she's doing renegade shit. Like, this is what renegades do. Well, renegades don't want to have quote-unquote relationships with their tricks because a lot of women just have zero respect for a trick. A renegade don't want to really get with no thorough PI because some pimping is going to upgrade her shit and make her step it up. And renegade hoes are lazy by definition. And if she gets with a real PI, that laziness is going to go right out the window. So they're not even ready for that part of the game. And plus, she might not even be qualified to get with some real pimping. A lot of girls aren't really qualified to get upgraded like that. So they like to sit on the fence. What they'll do, they'll get a hip square, a cool square dude, and they can have a facade of a relationship with. A bullshit sexual relationship that gives the appearance of almost dating. Almost dating. Because deep down, they know it's a facade. Because they know sooner or later, once you get tired of banging her, you're going to be like, okay, this bitch is out here with other dudes, and I'm not getting none out of it. Women, hoes like that know that that's going to click in the dude's mind sooner or later, no matter how big of a simp he is. And that's what happened to you, D. Basically, you got tired of hitting that pussy. Now you're trying to get something out the deal, but the thing is, you're hustling backwards. You got to get up out the woman's ass because it's a control thing. See, when a woman, especially a woman in the game, can sit up and just throw pussy at you and you grabbing pussy all the time, they know that they can control you. They know that they can't be upgraded by you. They know that you are a dude who can be controlled. And see, a lot of people have the misconception that PIs sell dick. Pimps don't sell dick. Gigolos sell dick. Pimps don't sell dick. The pimp sells the upgrade. Am I giving y'all too much game right now? I think I'm giving up too much fucking game. Some of this might go over some of the square dudes' heads. But you're selling the upgrade. That's what you're selling. And the upgrade is the thing that's valuable. You're not trying to change the woman, you're upgrading the female. And when you sell that upgrade, the upgrade has to be maintained. And you're also selling the maintenance of the upgrade. Because you can upgrade somebody temporarily, then they go back to their old same old routine, and they'll fall back off if they're not being maintained. Like a lot of half-ass hoes will get around pimps and they'll try to learn a little bit of the game. Then they'll run off and try to do their own thing with what they learned, and then they fall back off. Because the game has to be maintained. So the pimping not only sells the upgrade, you sell the maintenance to the upgrade. It's like selling a car. When you sell a car, you buy the warranty. The warranty is very valuable because when the car breaks down, you still have that game to upgrade it and back it up. That's what the pimping is. That's what you're selling on a consecutive basis. So with you, D, you got to keep your dick out the woman, and you got to upgrade your game in order to upgrade hers, because you're on a level where your game isn't where it needs to be. So you really have to fix yourself before you can really fix the other person. That's how you upgrade people. You upgrade yourself. You upgrade your knowledge. You learn. You seek game. You get around other players. You go to where game is. You read. You study. You upgrade yourself. And once women are around you, they automatically get upgraded because your vibe is on another level. That makes sense, fellas? And also, you have to be familiar. There's a term with what's going on with cats like D and other players like D. Back in the old days, when a PI would get taken advantage of sexually without getting no money from a hoe, they would call it being Georgia'd. It's called being Georgia'd, and you spell it Georgiaed. Iceberg Slim talked about it in his book Pimp, and it's an old term that old players used to use back in the 20s, 30s, and 40s. Pimps up north in New York, Chicago, Detroit, they were really pimped by the book. They were real hardcore with the game. They were really strict about the rules of the game. And from what I heard, a lot of PIs from down in Georgia, they were really laxed with their pimping. They would be mispimping on the hoes. They would violate the rules of the game. They would let hoes have sex with them without giving them money. So the term Georgia'd became a verb. And it was looked down upon by pimps in the north, because pimps up north could just go down south and just take cats' hoes because the females were being mispimped on. It was looked down upon to be taken advantage of by a hoe sexually, because the hoe know what she's doing, especially if you're a dude in the game. And really, it's looked down upon for anybody to get taken advantage of sexually in the game, man or woman, because the female who's getting taken advantage of sexually, she's being tricked. That's where the term trick came from, because dudes be tricking females out of ass for free, and a smart female will turn the trick on the John. That's where we get the thing turning tricks. You turn the tricks on the customer. The trick is not on you. We have a bunch of dumbass girls out here that'll let anybody talk them into fucking, sucking, licking, eating, the whole shebang. So that's why the game is just all up in the air. So you always got to upgrade your game. That's the point. Let me get a couple of more calls before I get out of here, man. There's a lot of people calling up. What's up, man? Who's calling? Hello?
Hello? Pete Flex?
Hey, what's up, player?
Hey, what's happening, man? This is Steve Franchise from Facebook.
What's up, Steve Franchise? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Just living in these Detroit whack streets, man.
Well, there you go. Man, are you coming down?
I'm just keeping it real, man. I'm just keeping it real.
Man, are you coming down to Chicago, man?
Man, you know what? I'm gonna try, man. These my job, man, they killing me on this money, man.
I feel you. What's on your mind right now, man?
What's that?
What's on your mind, Steve? I'm doing the show. I'm right in the middle of the show, player. Come on.
Okay. No, I was just giving you a shout out, man. I keep listening to all your older podcasts, and they just right on point, man.
I appreciate that.
I just give you a shout out.
There you go, Steve. I appreciate that. Thanks, player. Steve calling up like he one of my uncles or something. Like, hey, what you doing? How your mom and them doing? What's going on, man? Who's calling?
Yeah, what's up? This Tariq.
Yeah, it's Tariq. Who is this?
What's good, man? This is Vance from out here in North Virginia.
Hey, what's going on in Virginia, player?
That's a good question, man. Question for you. You out there in L.A., right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm about to get out the Navy, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get somebody input to stay out there. All right, I'm about to get out with, like, between 30 and 35,000. You think that's enough to stay out there for, like, a year?
Shit. You can probably try to make it. LA is real expensive, man. So that 30.
Yeah, because everybody was telling me that.
Yeah, man, that 30,000, man, that's gonna go in a few months. But if you stay, you really manage your money, you can stretch it. But you still need to be bringing in some kind of income, though. You can't come out here and just.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be getting like $2,000 a month to go to school.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you can get you a cool little studio or 1-bedroom apartment out here and really just post up. But yeah, just you got to get some income coming in, because that 35 grand, that's gonna go real quick, nigga. You gonna spend that on gas out in this motherfucker hitting that 405 freeway.
Yeah, all right. Go ahead. Another thing about the Game Advisor, when you plan to come out with that?
Yo, man, I'm working on the Game Advisor. I'm gonna finish that later, probably in a couple of months, man. That's gonna be my first novel, and that's gonna be a good one. I'm definitely knocking that one out, man. But thanks for the call, player. All right, let me get up out of here, y'all. Y'all gonna keep me on this bitch all day. Don't forget, man.
How would you approach it? What would you say if you were in that position?
Well,
you might have. You've done a lot of stuff in your life.
Yeah, but it really depends on the female. The female has to be down for that. And you got to be like, look, I'm about to bring this broad home and we're going to set it off. Just tell her. And everybody has to be down, though. It can't be like some up in the air. You can't be unsure about it. You got to have your lady down and you got to have the other participant down. You dig? That's number one. You got to have both of them down. If both of them are down, then you go ahead and make it happen. Just say, look, okay, you're going to put your face in the place and say grace and get to eating this pussy. You dig? Anyway, all right, thanks for the call, player.
All right, man. Try stand-up comedy till you're hilarious.
Man, I try. I do what I do, player. All right, thanks, player. Boy, y'all be trying to get these threesomes going on. Y'all some freaks out here, man. Y'all some goddamn freaks. Man, speaking of funny shit, did y'all see the video of this dude, the white dude and this black dude fighting on the bus, and this white dude beat the brakes off this brother? It's circulating all over the net, and they put it up on UnitedPlayersOfAmerica.com. That's the official website for all the players. You guys can go take a look at the link, and it's real funny. This brother, it was a black man who was about 50 years old. This motherfucker had braids still in 2010. Looking like an elderly exhibit. And then you had this old white dude who looked like fucking Popeye, and the white dude was like 67 years old, and they got into a little altercation, and the brother kept popping off at the white dude. So there was some hood rats filming it, and the hood rats were egging the brother on. And I'm like, okay. And the brother looked like he might have been drunk or slow or something. So not to make excuses, but black folks, y'all really got to stop trying with it.
Man, she's kinky as hell. But I don't know if she's totally down with that.
Yeah, that's the thing. See, she has to be down with it. See, you can't have your woman come home and it's you in the bed with a bitch. You know, that's going to just...
I understand that, but like, I mean, I haven't really totally... I've kind of brought it up before, and she didn't sound totally down with it, but I mean, you know, I kind of have this girl on lock. I mean, I feel like I can persuade her to do things, and I was just wondering how I could approach her, you know, saying like, hey, you know, how about we bring one of your friends into this?
Yeah, see, that's the thing is she has to be down to do it 100%, because the woman is going to have to do the recruiting. You dig? Because the other woman you bring in is going to have to really like her. You dig? Because, you know, she's going to have her face all up in her ass. She's going to have to like her a little bit. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to take too much more of your time. I know you're busy, but like, how would you...
What's up, man? Who's calling?
What's up, Tariq? This is Elijah from St. Paul, Minnesota.
Hey, what's up, Elijah? What's going on out there in Minnesota, man?
It's cold as hell, but I mean, I guess it's kind of warm today. It's like 35 degrees, so
shit,
we're doing okay.
My God, man. I bet y'all out there with leg warmers and earmuffs and shit. What's on your mind, though?
Right. Well, it's awful. I'm moving to Austin, Texas, though, in July, so it should get better.
Okay.
But anyway, I don't know if you can fully answer this question, but you're very certified with persuasion. I have a girlfriend, and I took her virginity and everything, so I'm basically a first man. But is there any way I could ever like try and convince her to, you know, pull off a threesome or anything? Like, how would you approach that?
Oh, the thing is she down with that already? Did she say she's down? The bully and punk motherfuckers out. Because this brother walked up on this white dude, and this white dude looked like he might have been a Navy SEAL or a boxer or something today. This white dude beat the brakes off this brother. And my thing is, how are you as a black man gonna get your ass whooped by a white dude on Black History Month? That's not a good look, man. That just makes everybody look bad. But the thing is, man, what's funny is that a lot of white supremacists and a lot of racist comments are being put up on YouTube about the situation. Like, yeah, that's what the nigger getting. And yeah, okay, like, calm down. Now a lot of these white supremacy dudes are trying to hold this old guy up as some kind of hero. Don't let this dude get your ass whooped. Don't let him give you the confidence to go out there and think that you're going to run up on some brothers and two-piece them like that. All right, that was just a